Imagine a life where you could navigate challenges with unshakable calm, make decisions with clarity, and embrace every moment with purpose. This is not a fantasy. It's a reality that ancient Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus lived by and left behind as a guide for us. Stoicism, often misunderstood as a cold or emotionless philosophy, is far from that. It's a philosophy of action, resilience, and wisdom, crafted to help us thrive in the chaos of life. These teachings have endured for centuries, offering practical lessons to transform how we approach every aspect of our existence. Today, we will uncover 10 Stoic lessons that hold the potential to change your life forever. The beauty of Stoicism lies in its simplicity and applicability. These are not abstract ideas meant for scholars alone. They are actionable insights for anyone seeking peace of mind, strength in adversity, and a deeper sense of purpose. For example, what if you could train yourself to see every obstacle as an opportunity, or view discomfort as a tool for growth rather than a source of suffering? These are just some of the empowering perspectives we'll explore. Throughout history, Stoic wisdom has shaped the lives of great leaders, thinkers, and ordinary people, striving for extraordinary clarity in their daily lives. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor burdened with immense responsibility, turned to these principles to maintain his composure and integrity. Seneca, a statesman and playwright, found tranquility amidst political turmoil. Their words are not just ancient relics, but timeless tools we can use today to master our emotions, simplify our lives, and build unshakable resilience. Before we delve into these life-changing lessons, I want to invite you to become part of this journey. Subscribe to Forge of Wisdom to uncover timeless insights that elevate your life. If any of these lessons resonate, don't hesitate to give this video a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. Together, let's embark on a path of growth, inspired by the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. These 10 lessons are not just ideas, they are a call to action to live a life of purpose, strength, and true peace. Let's dive in. Lesson 1. You control your perception. Life is filled with challenges, uncertainties, and events beyond our control. However, the Stoics believed that our emotional turmoil doesn't come from the events themselves, but from how we perceive them. Marcus Aurelius captured this profound insight when he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This single sentence encapsulates one of the most empowering Stoic principles. We hold the key to our inner peace by mastering our perception. At its core, this lesson teaches us that events are neutral. They are neither good nor bad. It is our interpretation of these events that gives them meaning. Consider two people experiencing the same situation, a missed job promotion. One person may see it as a devastating failure, a blow to their self-worth. The other may see it as an opportunity to reassess their goals and find a path better suited to their strengths. The external event remains the same, yet their perceptions shape entirely different emotional responses. The Stoics believed that by controlling our perception, we could rise above anger, fear, disappointment, and other reactive emotions. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions or pretending challenges don't exist. It means choosing how to interpret and respond to them. This approach turns setbacks into stepping stones, obstacles into opportunities, and pain into a catalyst for growth. Practical steps to control your perception and pause and reflect. The next time you feel overwhelmed by an event, take a moment to pause. Ask yourself, is this event inherently bad, or am I interpreting it that way? 2. Reframe the situation. Reframing is a powerful tool. For example, instead of thinking, "This situation is unfair," you can ask, "What can I learn from this?" How can I grow? 3. Focus on what you can control. Shift your energy from worrying about uncontrollable factors to focusing on your actions, thoughts, and decisions. 4. Cultivate gratitude. Even in difficult moments, there is often something to appreciate. Gratitude shifts your perception from scarcity to abundance. The Stoics knew that mastering perception wasn't about denying reality, but seeing it clearly. By reframing our thoughts, we reclaim our power, allowing us to navigate life's storms with resilience and grace. This practice doesn't just change how we see the world, it transforms how we live within it. Lesson 2. Practice voluntary discomfort. In a world where comfort is often seen as the ultimate goal, the Stoics held a radically different perspective. Discomfort is not something to be avoided, but embraced. Seneca, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, wrote, "Set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" This practice of voluntary discomfort is not about unnecessary suffering. It is a deliberate exercise in resilience and mental fortitude. Why embrace discomfort? Modern life, with its abundance of conveniences, has dulled our ability to handle challenges. We become dependent on external comforts, making us vulnerable when life throws curveballs. The Stoics believed that by willingly exposing ourselves to discomfort, we could prepare our minds and bodies to face adversity without fear. It's a form of training. Just as physical exercise strengthens the body, voluntary discomfort strengthens the mind. When you practice discomfort, you strip away illusions about what you need to be happy. You learn that you can thrive with less, that your happiness is not tied to luxury or ease. This realization builds confidence and self-reliance, making you less susceptible to life's uncertainties. Practical ways to practice voluntary discomfort. Fast or skip a meal. Go without food for a day or eat a simpler, less indulgent meal. This not only trains your body, but also helps you appreciate abundance when you have it. 2. Limit your comforts. Spend a day without your usual conveniences. Turn off the air conditioning, walk instead of driving, or sleep on the floor instead of your bed. 3. Cold showers. Start your day with a cold shower. This simple yet challenging act builds mental toughness and resilience. 4. Embrace minimalism. Choose a day to wear simple clothing, avoid excess spending, or live with the bare essentials to remind yourself of what truly matters. 5. Push physical limits. Engage in a challenging workout, hike or endurance activity that tests your strength and stamina. The psychological benefits. By practicing voluntary discomfort, you learn to endure discomfort without panic or complaint. When life inevitably brings real challenges, you're prepared to face them with poise. Instead of fearing the unknown, you build confidence in your ability to adapt. Over time, this strengthens your inner core, making you less dependent on external circumstances for your happiness. A modern reflection. Imagine how much lighter life would feel if you weren't afraid of losing comfort. Practicing discomfort helps you detach from the grip of materialism and dependence, teaching you that true strength comes from within. Seneca's wisdom reminds us that by confronting discomfort voluntarily, we rob it of its power to intimidate us. It's not about suffering, it's about discovering how much more resilient you are than you think. Lesson 3. Memento Mori. Remember you will die. One of the most profound and transformative Stoic principles is Memento Mori, which translates to remember you will die. At first glance, this idea may seem unsettling, but for the Stoics, it was a call to live fully and intentionally. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote, "You could leave life right now." Let that determine what you do and say and think. Rather than being morbid, this reflection on mortality reminds us to cherish each moment, prioritize what truly matters, and live without regret. The power of embracing mortality. Death is the one certainty we all share, yet it's often the one thing we avoid thinking about. The Stoics believed that by contemplating our mortality, we could free ourselves from trivial concerns, fears, and procrastination. When you accept the impermanence of life, you start to see clearly what is worth your time and energy. Petty grievances, material possessions, and superficial goals lose their hold over you. Memento Mori is not about dwelling on death, but about letting the awareness of life's fragility inspire you to live more fully. When you remember that your time is finite, you are more likely to focus on meaningful relationships, purposeful work, and personal growth. Practical applications of Memento Mori 1. Daily reflection. Take a moment each day to remind yourself of your mortality. Ask yourself, if today were my last, would I be proud of how I lived? 2. Prioritize what matters. Use Memento Mori as a lens to evaluate your choices. Are you spending time on what truly matters, or are you caught up in distractions? 3. Let go of fear. Fear of failure, rejection, or judgment often holds us back. Remembering that life is short can give you the courage to take risks and pursue your passions. 5. Create a legacy. Think about the impact you want to leave behind. How do you want to be remembered? This perspective helps align your actions with your values. The transformative effect. When you embrace the idea of Memento Mori, your perspective shifts. Instead of fearing death, you use its inevitability as motivation to live authentically and with purpose. The mundane becomes meaningful, and each day feels like a gift. This awareness sharpens your focus, helping you avoid wasting time on things that don't align with your true self. A timeless reminder, the Stoics understood that life's brevity is not a curse, but a blessing. It's a reminder to stop waiting for the perfect time and to start living now. As Seneca wisely said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Memento Mori challenges you to make the most of the time you have, inspiring you to live with intention, gratitude, and courage. Lesson 4. Focus on virtue, not outcomes. The Stoics believed that true fulfillment comes from living a virtuous life rather than being fixated on outcomes we can't control. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." For the Stoics, virtue, defined by qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline, was the highest goal. By anchoring your actions in virtue, you cultivate inner peace and resilience, regardless of external circumstances. Why focus on virtue? In our modern world, it's easy to get consumed by results, securing a promotion, winning an argument, or achieving a specific goal. While these pursuits can be motivating, they're often outside of our control. For example, you may prepare diligently for a job interview, but the decision ultimately lies with the employer. By focusing solely on outcomes, you risk disappointment and frustration when things don't go as planned. The Stoics teach us to redirect our focus inward. Instead of obsessing over results, strive to act with integrity, wisdom, and fairness. Virtue is always within your control, while outcomes are often influenced by external factors. This shift not only reduces anxiety, but also helps you find meaning in the process, regardless of the result. How to cultivate a virtuous mindset. 1. Define your core virtues. Take time to reflect on the values that matter most to you. These might include honesty, kindness, courage, or humility. 2. Align actions with values. Before making a decision, ask yourself, is this action aligned with my virtues? Am I acting with integrity? 3. Detach from results. Focus on what you can control, your effort, attitude, and behavior. Let go of worrying about what lies beyond your influence. 4. Use challenges as opportunities. Difficult situations are the perfect training ground for practicing virtue. For example, a rude colleague offers a chance to exercise patience and understanding. The inner freedom of virtue. When you focus on living virtuously, you free yourself from the emotional turmoil that comes with chasing uncontrollable outcomes. Success, in the Stoic sense, is not defined by external achievements, but by how you navigate life with integrity and character. This perspective helps you approach each day with clarity and confidence. A modern reflection. Imagine a world where you measure your success not by external rewards, but by the quality of your actions. How would your life change if you prioritized virtue over results? The Stoics remind us that living virtuously is its own reward. As Epictetus wisely observed, no man is free who is not master of himself. By focusing on virtue, you master your inner world and discover a sense of fulfillment that no external outcome can provide. Lesson 5. Amor Fati, love your fate. The Stoics introduced a powerful concept called Amor Fati, which translates to love your fate. This idea goes beyond mere acceptance of life's events. It's about embracing everything that happens, both good and bad, as essential to your journey. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." This principle teaches us to see every experience as an opportunity for growth, shaping us into stronger, wiser individuals. What does it mean to love your fate? Loving your fate doesn't mean passively resigning to life's hardships or pretending bad things don't happen. Instead, it's about cultivating a mindset that views every challenge as meaningful and valuable. When you embrace Amor Fati, you stop resisting reality and start finding ways to thrive within it. Even setbacks and losses become tools for transformation. For example, imagine losing a job. While the initial reaction might be frustration or fear, Amor Fati challenges you to see this event as an opportunity, perhaps to explore a new career path, develop a skill, or reevaluate your priorities. By loving your fate, you reclaim control over how you respond to life's circumstances. The benefits of embracing Amor Fati. 1. Reduces resistance. Fighting against what has already happened only adds to your suffering. Embracing your fate reduces unnecessary emotional turmoil. 2. Builds resilience. When you view challenges as integral to your growth, you develop a stronger, more adaptable mindset. 3. Inspires gratitude. Even in difficult times, you can find reasons to be grateful. Every experience contributes to your story and shapes your character. Practical ways to practice Amor Fati. 1. Reframe challenges. When faced with adversity, ask yourself, what lesson or opportunity can I find in this situation? 2. Write about your day. At the end of each day, reflect on the events that occurred and explore how they contribute to your growth. 3. Embrace the unexpected. When plans go awry, view the change as a chance to adapt and discover something new. 4. Adopt a creative mindset. Think of yourself as an artist using life's challenges as materials to craft something beautiful and unique. The transformative power of Amor Fati. By loving your fate, you stop seeing life as a series of random events and start viewing it as a cohesive journey. This mindset transforms obstacles into stepping stones, pain into wisdom, and setbacks into opportunities. You learn to work with life rather than against it, creating harmony even in the face of adversity. A modern perspective. In a world that often emphasizes control and perfection, Amor Fati reminds us of the beauty of unpredictability. Life's messiness is what makes it meaningful. As Friedrich Nietzsche, who expanded on this Stoic idea, said, "Not merely to endure what is necessary, but to love it." This lesson challenges you to embrace every moment, every twist of fate as a vital part of your unique story. When you do, you'll find peace, resilience, and a deep sense of purpose. Lesson 6. Progress over perfection. The Stoics recognize that perfection is an illusion, and the relentless pursuit of it often leads to frustration, stagnation, and self-doubt. Instead, they emphasized progress, a commitment to consistent improvement and growth over time. As Seneca wisely observed, "He who is brave is free." True freedom comes from accepting imperfection and focusing on taking small, deliberate steps toward a better version of yourself. Why progress matters more than perfection. Perfection is an unattainable standard that can paralyze us. When we expect flawless results, we become afraid to start, fearing failure or criticism. Progress, however, celebrates the journey rather than the destination. It recognizes that growth is incremental and that each small step, no matter how imperfect, contributes to meaningful change. The Stoics understood that life is a continuous process of learning and self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor juggling immense responsibility, didn't aim to be perfect. Instead, he strove to act virtuously each day, acknowledging his missteps as opportunities to learn. Progress over perfection allows us to view mistakes not as failures, but as essential parts of growth. The pitfalls of perfectionism. 1. Fear of starting. Perfectionism often leads to procrastination. If you believe your work must be flawless, you may delay action altogether. 2. Emotional burnout. Constantly striving for perfection can drain your mental and emotional energy, leaving you feeling defeated. 3. Paralyzing self-doubt. When perfection becomes the goal, even minor setbacks can feel like catastrophic failures. How to focus on progress. Or set small, achievable goals. Break big tasks into manageable steps. Celebrate each accomplishment, no matter how small. 2. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness when you make mistakes. Remind yourself that growth is a journey, not a race. 3. Track your growth. Keep a journal to reflect on your progress. Over time, you'll see how far you've come, even if the steps felt small in the moment. 4. Adopt a beginner's mindset. Approach each day with curiosity and a willingness to learn rather than striving for perfection. 5. Focus on effort, not outcomes. Measure your success by the effort you put in, not by the end result. The freedom of embracing progress. When you shift your focus to progress, you free yourself from the burden of unrealistic expectations. You begin to see value in the process itself, learning, growing, and evolving with each step. This mindset fosters resilience as you become more comfortable with setbacks, knowing they are part of the journey. A practical example. Imagine learning a new skill, such as painting. Instead of expecting to create a masterpiece on your first attempt, focus on improving your technique with each session. Celebrate the act of practicing, even if the results aren't perfect. Over time, your consistency will lead to remarkable growth. A modern reflection. In today's world where social media often promotes an illusion of perfection, the lesson of progress over perfection is more relevant than ever. Life isn't about achieving a flawless state. It's about growing, learning, and becoming the best version of yourself. As Epictetus reminds us, no great thing is created suddenly. By embracing progress, you give yourself the space to grow, thrive, and find fulfillment in the journey, rather than being weighed down by the unreachable goal of perfection. Lesson 7. The Art of Non-Reaction. In a world filled with chaos, conflicts, and constant demands, the ability to remain calm and composed is a rare and powerful skill. The Stoics understood this well and emphasized the art of non-reaction, the practice of pausing, detaching, and choosing your response instead of being controlled by external events. Marcus Aurelius captured this principle when he wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Why non-reaction matters? Reactivity often stems from a lack of control over our emotions. When we react impulsively to events, we surrender our inner peace to circumstances and people. Non-reaction, on the other hand, is not about apathy or indifference. It's about self-mastery. It's the ability to pause, reflect, and respond thoughtfully, maintaining control over your inner state, regardless of external turmoil. This practice helps you navigate conflicts, setbacks, and challenges with clarity and composure. It allows you to focus on what truly matters and prevents you from being swept away by fleeting emotions or trivial concerns. The benefits of non-reaction. 1. Emotional resilience. By not reacting impulsively, you protect your emotional energy and stay grounded in difficult situations. 2. Better decision-making. Pausing before reacting allows you to think rationally and make choices aligned with your values. 3. Strengthened relationships. Non-reaction fosters healthier interactions by reducing unnecessary arguments and misunderstandings. 4. Inner peace. When you detach from external triggers, you cultivate a sense of calm that is unshaken by the chaos around you. Practical steps to cultivate non-reaction. 1. Pause and breathe. When faced with a triggering situation, take a deep breath before responding. This simple act creates a moment of reflection. 2. Ask reflective questions. Pause to ask yourself, is this worth my energy? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values? 3. Detach from immediate emotions. Recognize that emotions are temporary. Allow yourself to feel them without letting them dictate your actions. 4. Practice silence. In conflicts, silence can be powerful. It allows you to observe and understand the situation without escalating it. 5. Adopt a long-term perspective. Ask yourself if the issue will matter in a week, a month, or a year. This perspective helps you let go of minor irritations. Real-life application. Imagine you receive a harsh email from a colleague. Your instinct might be to reply defensively or angrily. Practicing non-reaction means pausing, recognizing the emotion of anger, and choosing to respond calmly or not at all. This approach not only preserves your peace, but also prevents further escalation. The inner strength of non-reaction. Non-reaction is a skill that builds over time, requiring patience and practice. It doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but rather mastering them. By practicing non-reaction, you become less reactive to external noise and more focused on your inner tranquility. You shift from being a passive participant in life to an active creator of your experiences. A modern reflection. In our fast-paced world, where instant reactions are encouraged, the art of non-reaction offers a much-needed pause. It reminds us that true power lies in self-control. As Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By mastering non-reaction, you gain freedom from external disturbances, choosing peace over chaos and wisdom over impulse. Lesson 8. The importance of daily reflection. Daily reflection is one of the most powerful practices in Stoicism, a discipline that sharpens self-awareness and fosters continuous growth. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often wrote about his thoughts, actions, and areas for improvement. He believed that self-reflection was essential for living a virtuous and meaningful life. As he put it, at the end of each day, ask yourself, what did I do right? What could I have done better? This practice is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, encouraging us to examine our lives with honesty and purpose. Why reflection is crucial. Life is a series of choices, and each day presents opportunities to act with wisdom, courage, and integrity, or to fall short of those ideals. Reflection allows us to take stock of our actions, learn from our mistakes, and align ourselves more closely with our values. Without it, we risk moving through life on autopilot, repeating patterns and failing to grow. Daily reflection is not about self-criticism or dwelling on regrets. Instead, it's about learning and evolving. It helps us become more mindful of our behavior, strengthens our virtues, and equips us to face future challenges with greater clarity and resilience. The benefits of daily reflection. 1. Increased self-awareness. By reflecting on your actions, you gain insight into your strengths and areas for improvement. 2. Emotional regulation. Reflection helps you process your emotions and respond to situations with greater composure. 3. Growth mindset. It fosters a mindset focused on learning and improvement rather than perfection. 4. Alignment with values. Regularly examining your actions ensures they align with your core principles and goals. 5. Enhanced gratitude. Reflection encourages you to acknowledge the positives in your day, fostering a sense of appreciation. How to practice daily reflection. Set aside time. Choose a quiet moment at the end of each day to reflect. Even 5 to 10 minutes can make a significant difference. 2. Ask thoughtful questions. Oh, what did I do well today? Oh, where did I fall short of my values? Oh, how can I improve tomorrow? 3. Journal your thoughts. Writing down your reflections provides clarity and helps track your growth over time. 4. Focus on solutions, not blame. When identifying areas for improvement, shift your focus to actionable steps you can take. 5. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge your progress, no matter how small. This reinforces positive behavior and builds confidence. Real-life application. Imagine a day where you lost your temper during a stressful meeting. In your evening reflection, you might recognize that frustration clouded your judgment. Rather than berating yourself, you could consider what triggered your reaction and plan to approach similar situations with calm and patience in the future. This small but intentional step creates a path for improvement. The transformative power of reflection. Daily reflection transforms your relationship with yourself and the world around you. It enables you to act with greater intention, build emotional resilience, and make decisions aligned with your highest values. Over time, this practice cultivates wisdom and clarity, helping you navigate life's complexities with grace. A modern perspective. In our fast-paced world where distractions abound, the practice of daily reflection is more valuable than ever. It serves as a pause button, allowing us to reset, recalibrate, and reconnect with what truly matters. As Seneca reminds us, we should every night call ourselves to an account. What infirmity have I mastered today? What passions opposed? What temptation resisted? What virtue acquired? By incorporating this habit into your life, you take an active role in your personal growth, turning each day into an opportunity for renewal and improvement. Lesson 9. Detachment from material possessions. In a society that often equates happiness with material wealth, the Stoics offered a profoundly different perspective. They taught that true contentment comes not from accumulating possessions, but from mastering one's desires. Epictetus famously said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This principle emphasizes the importance of simplicity and freedom from attachment to material things, which are fleeting and beyond our ultimate control. The problem with materialism. Material possessions can bring temporary pleasure, but they rarely offer lasting fulfillment. The pursuit of wealth, status, and luxury often leads to stress, dissatisfaction, and a never-ending cycle of wanting more. Even when we acquire what we desire, the satisfaction is fleeting, and soon we're chasing the next thing. The Stoics understood that by tying our happiness to material possessions, we make ourselves vulnerable to loss, disappointment, and dependency. Detachment doesn't mean rejecting wealth or possessions altogether. The Stoics didn't advocate for asceticism or poverty. Instead, they encouraged a mindset where we value things for their utility rather than allowing them to define our worth or control our happiness. The benefits of detachment. 1. Inner freedom. Detachment frees you from the fear of losing possessions, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. 2. Reduced stress. When you're not constantly striving for more, you feel lighter and more at peace. 3. Enhanced gratitude. By appreciating what you have rather than focusing on what you lack, you cultivate contentment. 4. Focus on relationships. With less emphasis on possessions, you can invest more time and energy into meaningful connections. Practical steps to cultivate detachment. 1. Declutter your life. Go through your belongings and remove items that no longer serve a purpose. This exercise helps you realize how little you actually need. 2. Practice gratitude. Take time each day to reflect on what you already have, rather than what you wish you had. 3. Limit impulse purchases. Before buying something, ask yourself, do I really need this? Will it bring lasting value to my life? 4. Live simply for a day. Spend a day focusing on essentials. Eat simple meals, avoid luxury, and reflect on how you feel without excess. 5. Give generously. Share what you have with others. Generosity shifts your focus from accumulation to connection and purpose. A thought experiment. Imagine losing all your material possessions tomorrow. What would still remain? Your character, your relationships, your knowledge, and your values. These are the things that truly define you. Reflecting on this can help you detach from possessions and prioritize what truly matters. The strength in simplicity. Detaching from materialism doesn't mean denying yourself pleasure or comfort. It means recognizing that your happiness and identity don't depend on what you own. When you embrace this mindset, you experience a profound sense of freedom. You no longer fear loss or failure because you've built your foundation on something more enduring, your inner strength. A modern perspective. In today's consumer-driven world, detachment from material possessions is a revolutionary act. It liberates you from the pressure to keep up with others, allowing you to focus on living authentically. As Seneca wisely observed, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. By embracing this Stoic principle, you can cultivate a life of simplicity, gratitude, and genuine fulfillment, unshaken by the ever-changing tides of material wealth. Lesson 10. The strength of community and service. The Stoics understood that humans are inherently social beings, and our lives gain meaning through our relationships and contributions to others. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What is not good for the hive is not good for the bee." This principle emphasizes the interconnectedness of humanity and the importance of living not just for ourselves, but for the benefit of the greater whole. Community and service are central to Stoic philosophy, fostering purpose, resilience, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. Why community and service matter. In today's world, it's easy to feel isolated despite being more connected than ever through technology. The Stoics remind us that true connection and happiness come from genuine interactions and acts of service. By contributing to the well-being of others, we also enhance our own lives. Serving the community helps us transcend self-centered concerns, giving us a broader perspective and a stronger sense of purpose. Community is not just about receiving support, but also about giving it. In helping others, we reinforce our virtues of kindness, compassion, and justice. Service transforms ordinary actions into meaningful contributions, reminding us that we are part of something larger than ourselves. The benefits of community and service. 1. Strengthened relationships. Building meaningful connections with others fosters trust, empathy, and mutual support. 2. A sense of purpose. Acts of service give your life greater meaning by aligning your actions with your values. 3. Resilience. Through unity. A strong community provides support during difficult times, making challenges easier to face. 4. Emotional fulfillment. Helping others triggers a sense of joy and satisfaction, contributing to your overall well-being. Practical ways to foster community and serve others. Engage in volunteering. Dedicate time to causes that resonate with your values, such as mentoring, environmental efforts, or helping the underprivileged. 2. Be present in relationships. Show up for your loved ones, listen actively, and offer your support when needed. 3. Contribute to your local community. Participate in neighborhood activities, support local businesses, or help organize events that bring people together. 4th, mentor or share. Knowledge. Use your skills and experience to guide others, helping them grow and achieve their goals. 5. Practice small acts of kindness. Simple gestures like helping a neighbor, offering a kind word, or lending a hand can have a significant impact. The transformative power of service. When you dedicate yourself to serving others, you experience a shift in perspective. Challenges that once seemed overwhelming become manageable when viewed through the lens of shared humanity. Service fosters humility and gratitude, reminding you that life is not just about individual success, but about the collective well-being of those around you. A practical example. Imagine dedicating a weekend to volunteering at a local shelter. While you may give your time and energy, the experience often gives back even more. You gain insight into the struggles and strengths of others, fostering empathy and a deeper connection to your community. A modern reflection. In a fast-paced world focused on personal achievement, Stoic principles remind us of the enduring value of community and service. They teach us that by uplifting others, we also elevate ourselves. As Epictetus said, "He who shares the distress of his neighbor will bear his own distress more easily." When you contribute to the greater good, you create a ripple effect of positivity that extends beyond yourself, enriching your life and the lives of those around you. By strengthening your community, you embody the virtues of Stoicism and live a life of purpose, connection, and profound fulfillment. Conclusion and call to action. As we journey through life, the timeless wisdom of Stoicism offers a guiding light, teaching us how to navigate challenges, embrace resilience, and live with purpose. The 10 lessons we've explored, ranging from mastering your perception to finding strength in community, are not mere philosophical ideas, they are practical tools to transform your life. Each lesson calls us to reflect, grow, and act with intention, reminding us that true peace and fulfillment come from within. Stoicism teaches us that we have far more power than we often realize. We cannot control the world around us, but we can always control our mindset, our actions, and the way we respond to life's twists and turns. This shift in focus from external outcomes to internal mastery is the essence of Stoic wisdom. Whether it's reframing challenges as opportunities, practicing gratitude, or living in harmony with others, these principles guide us toward a life of clarity, strength, and inner peace. As Marcus Aurelius so beautifully said, "It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live." These lessons remind us that life is fleeting and precious, urging us to live fully in the present moment. They challenge us to grow, to face discomfort with courage, and to serve others with kindness and humility. Before we conclude, I invite you to take a moment to reflect. Which Stoic lesson resonated with you the most? How can you apply it to your life today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. If these teachings have inspired you, don't keep them to yourself. Share this video with friends and loved ones who could benefit from this timeless wisdom. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Forge of Wisdom for more insights that empower, inspire, and transform. Together, let's continue this journey of growth and discovery. Let's strive to live not just ordinary lives, but lives of purpose, resilience, and wisdom, just as the Stoics envisioned. Thank you for watching, and may these lessons guide you to a life of profound meaning and peace.